Welcome, friends, to the Christ Community Church Daily Drop. Thanks so much for spending a few minutes with us. We hope and pray this is a blessing to you, and if it is, we encourage you to share this video with a friend, encourage them to download the Christ Community app, and stay connected with what God is doing here. Well, as you know, if you've been following along, we're still continuing our journey through the wonderful book of Psalms, and today we are in Psalm 104, specifically in verses 24 to 35, and we see that Psalm 104 is all about the magnificence of God's creation, the glory of God in His handiwork, and specifically the planet that we live on. Now, one of the consistent things that people say about the Imperial Valley if they're visiting, or maybe those who are residents here, often say that we have beautiful sunsets, and maybe you've seen an Imperial Valley sunset and you agree. And for those who are visitors, it's very special. But for those of us who see it all the time because we live here, what is beautiful truly really becomes common to us. And everything from the microscope to the telescope just declares God's divine handiwork, and truly it is magnificent, even though sometimes the beauty can seem commonplace to us. Now, something I want to share with you actually is that astrophysicist Dr. Hugh Ross writes in his book, Creator and the Cosmos, he records a list of over 150 what are called fine-tuning dials. These fine-tuned dials, everything from what some would call the Big Bang or the beginning of the universe, because we now know that the universe did in fact have a beginning, which is in favor of what the scriptures say, according to Genesis 1. And these 150 different fine-tuning dials, everything from the universe as a whole in gravity and our galaxy and the solar system and our planet and all of the fine details, just have the existence of complex life on this razor edge that if you were just a degree left or to the right, none of this could work. All of these fine-tuning dials just shout that God had His hand in the creation of the universe. In fact, this is one of the arguments for the existence of God. It's known as the teleological argument. Teleos is that Greek word for design, and basically the syllogism goes like this, which a syllogism is two premises that then equal a conclusion, and so premise A says that design implies a designer. Premise B says that the universe manifests design, and clearly with 150 plus fine-tuning dials showing that if any one of these dials were just a degree to the left or to the right, then none of the universe or complex life could exist. And then that, of course, leads to the conclusion that the universe has a designer, which we would call God. Now, in many academic debates that you'll find between Christian apologists or Christians in general and atheists, one of the amazing things is that atheists will commonly say that the fine-tuning argument for the existence of God is one of the deadliest attacks on atheism, because it truly is miraculous, the fact that we have life the way that we do. So all that to be said, with regard to Psalm 104, the psalm is talking about the glory of God in creation. It is these realities of God's magnificent creation that should cause us to repeat the words of Psalm 104, verse 31 to 34, which says this: "May the glory of the Lord endure forever. May the Lord rejoice in His works. Who looks on the earth and it trembles? Who touches the mountains and they smoke? I will sing to the Lord as long as I live. I will sing praise to my God while I have being. And may my meditation be pleasing to Him, for I rejoice in the Lord." Now, today, rejoice in who God is, in what He has done. But most of all, Jesus says, don't just rejoice in the works, but rejoice that your name is written in the book of life. So when you go out there today and you see God's creation, would it cause you and I to just rejoice? God bless. Have a wonderful day.